Dear students, in the syllabus of science for your class 8, in third chapter, we have to study about synthetic fibers and plastic. Students, these two names, fibers and plastic, they are so popular nowadays that everyone has heard it in your day-to-day activity. And these fibers are of two variety. One is natural fiber, another is synthetic fiber. It is thread like material. Okay, so when these materials are coming from nature, automatically they are created, then they are called natural fibers. As for example, we have cotton, we have jute wool, we have silk. Silk is obtained from silkworm, it's known to you. So all these they are used to form thread, and what they are called? They are called natural fibers. But when same type of material is obtained in industry, it is prepared, man-made, then that is known as synthetic fiber. It is nylon, rayon, polyester, acrylic. They are all these petrochemicals. They are what? They are synthetic fibers. Okay. You see in the diagram about these, and you had also seen all these in your day-to-day life. Okay. Come to next slide. It is about synthetic fiber. Dear students, for your suitability, large number of diagrams are given here. These diagrams are of ornamental materials which are sold in market. People get attracted from it due to its attractive color, shape, size, and all these. You generally purchase it. So what is this one? All these they are made up of different types of materials which is known as synthetic fiber, and these are really polymers which are made up of monomers. Okay. Then comes about types of synthetic fiber. One is rayon. Rayon is a synthetic fiber, and it is made by processing wood pulp. Since rayon has properties similar to silk, it is also called artificial silk. It is cheaper than silk because it is prepared in large quantity in industry, and natural silk comes from silkworm, and that's why it is cheap. In the market, it is available with less price. Then it is used for making dress materials. It is mixed with cotton by making bed sheets, curtains, etc. It is mixed with wool for making carpets, maps, etc. Then comes nylon. Nylon is also a very strong synthetic fiber, and it is made from cool, water, and air. It is light, strong, elastic, lustrous, and easy to wash. Very easily it is washed with water along with detergent and soap. Nylon thread is stronger than a steel wire, and that's why you might have seen that people they make a string of it, and they enjoy different type of activities at their residence. It is used for making dress materials, curtains, socks, ropes, brushes, belts, bags, tents, parachute. All these things they are made up of nylons. Then is polyester. I think all of you are very much familiar with the word polyester. It is used in textile industry. Means different dress materials they are prepared from it. Really, polyester it is of different varieties. They depend upon from which it is made up of. One is called terylene. It is a polyester used for making dress materials. And it is just nowadays we have also some dress material called terracotta. So from where terracotta word came? When terraline is mixed with cotton, then it is in the form of terracotta. So it is suggestion from my side to all of you that when you are next time going to purchase any dress material, it is made up of terracotta. You see on every meter of it, it is written what is the percentage of cotton and what is the percentage of terraline. Then is PET. It is a polyester used for making bottles, utensils, films, wire. Next is acrylic. Acrylic is also a very popular word used in market, and it is used for different type of attractive wools. They are synthetic wools. We can use shawls, blankets, etc. Okay. Then is characteristics of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are light, strong, elastic, durable, absorbs less water, dries fast, easy to maintain and less expensive. That's why what happens, really people prefer to use synthetic fibers. The disadvantage of synthetic fiber is it catches fire easily and fabric melts and sticks in the body. So we should not wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen or in a laboratory. Dear students, in addition to that, it is also a little bit harmful for our living skin. Okay. Then comes plastic. Plastic is also a synthetic material, and it is a polymer. It is made up of a large chain attached one with another with a strong force of attraction. So the single unit which is repeated again and again, it is monomer, and the ultimate one, it is known as polymers. So dear students, as brick on repetition makes wall, in the similar way the monomers on repetition, it forms the complete structure of any polymer, and it can be used to prepare different types of materials available at present here in this very figure of bottles, buckets, chairs, shoes, bags, etc. Then comes types of plastic. Types of plastics are, one is thermoplastic. Thermoplastics are those plastics which can be used again and again by recycling. Means on heating it is converted into another. Suppose you had used a material of plastic and it is broken or it became not suitable for working and you sold it. Then people, they collect it and they recycle it. So when it is used again and again, one is converted into another by heating. That is known as thermoplastic. Example is polythene, PVC and polythene. Then is thermosetting plastics. Thermosetting plastics are those plastics which can be used for daily so many purposes, but here problem is that once this plastic is prepared on heating followed by cooling, then it cannot be reshaped again and again. Once it has settled, and it will be settled forever, reshaping is not possible, and so they are called thermosetting plastics. The black handle of pressure cooker, so many such utensils, irons, electric switches, all these, they are made up of thermosetting plastics known as bakelite. In the similar way, students, you might have heard about unbreakable set of crockeries. So this unbreakable set of crockeries, they are made up of a polymer known as melamine. So melamine polymer is used to make unbreakable crockeries. Then is plastic as material of choice. Means there are different varieties of plastics, and on the basis of our need for maintaining their durability, suitability, they are used in different works. So plastics are so many, they are of different variety, and we have applications also of different varieties. That's why the people related to marketing of these plastics, what they do, they compare about the demand of the material in the market and from which plastic it should be prepared. In this way, by this matching, manufacturing of these are made, and we get different type of materials used by this type of plastic. Then comes plastics and environment. Students, it is the only curse which is associated with this. No doubt the use of plastic have made our life very easy in so many walk of life, but what really happens, it is of two variety in this regard. One is called biodegradable and other is called non-biodegradable. So wood, paper, leather, they are biodegradable. So if certain plastics are also doing that, it is biodegradable. Otherwise, it is known as non-biodegradable. So it is the only demerit associated with plastic or fiber or any other such materials, that they are non-biodegradable. Microorganisms available in the nature cannot eat it, and that's why it makes a very strong challenge to the environmental pollution. So peoples are fighting nowadays to prepare biodegradable polymers to avoid this curse. Okay, thank you all.